Hey there gamers, DreamcastGuy here, and today we're talking about a big mistake because Microsoft just had a very major oopsie. They posted a new, very bizarre user interface for the Xbox. Now, normally UI is not very newsworthy because let's face it, we don't really care. Typically when you boot up a console or boot up the Xbox app on your PC, you're just clicking the button that gets you into the game. But this one, it had a strange extra button, a Steam button, which means that there have been other leaks, there's been evidence, there's been rumblings, we've been talking about here on the channel, but it seems like Microsoft is making a very unique pivot. They want the Xbox console to essentially be a micro PC, something that can play your Epic Game Store, your Battle.net games, your Game Pass games, and even stuff that you're exclusively buying on Steam. You'll be able to play it on your console and not even have to buy it a second time. But the reason this is partially so fascinating, and part of the reason I wanted to talk about this, is because immediately people are asking the most important question. Will we be able to play PlayStation games on Xbox? Because currently, Sony is very much going full force on Steam. They put so many classic exclusives from Horizon Zero Dawn to Spider-Man to God of War, and by Sony's own admission, these are selling millions and millions and millions and millions of copies on Steam. So by integrating Steam onto Xbox, will Spidey show up? Let's talk, because I think that this could be an interesting pivot, but not quite what people are expecting. Let's begin. Hi, hope you're having a great day, and if you could please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I am having a lot of mouth pain today because of just some repercussions of the surgery. I'm sorry if I'm sounding slightly strange, but I was so interested in this, I really wanted to talk about it before I pop my teeth back out. But here's the Steam Xbox evidence that Microsoft did not want you to see. Microsoft posted and removed a new Xbox UI image. See the images below. Now, this is Tom Warren, one of the major writers over at The Verge, who does a lot of very Xbox-centric coverage. And he's been talking a lot about how, very obviously, Microsoft is trying to find some extra use for the Xbox. I mean, at this point, the Xbox Series X, the Series S, they're selling ridiculously bad. In fact, it's selling lower numbers than the Xbox One. So they're clearly trying to find any way possible to get people to buy it. A future where I have access to my Steam library and my Xbox library on one console, I genuinely believe would have the power to take a decent amount of market share back from PlayStation. It would be a no-brainer for people that play on multiple platforms. Now, this is interesting because this is a very optimistic outlook, but look how many likes that has. This has almost 200 likes, and this has 1.1k likes. So this is clearly a very shared sentiment of people saying, okay, it does seem like a lot of Xbox gamers have sold their Xbox, and now they just play on PC, because let's face it, PC gaming is the best place to play. You have the best graphics, you have the most customization via mods, you have the most backwards compatibility, because even if a game doesn't exist, you can either emulate it or hack it to make it work. But it is interesting that basically people are saying, okay, if I can take some ability to get back into the classic Xbox couch experience, pick up a controller, play Gears of War with the boys, have my crappy, cheap Xbox Live headset, but now with Steam games, that would be pretty awesome. But I want to start with worst case scenario and best case scenario. Now, this is a picture of it. You can see that there's the typical buttons of the games you have installed, the games you own, stuff that's been recently added. But this Steam button, to me, worst case scenario, this is just something to combine your accounts for communication. Now, what I mean is that we have seen other systems try this type of stuff in the past where when you're playing on Discord or something, it makes it where while you're playing Xbox games, people can see what Xbox game you're playing on your Discord friends list. Worst case scenario, this could be, and I don't think it is, but this could just be a thing where when you're playing Team Fortress 2 with the boys on Steam on your PC, maybe your Xbox friends list can see that, or maybe you'll even be able to cross invite. Now, I don't think that's what this is. I do think it's going to be more than that, but I hope that I'm curious to see, since it has the Steam button, I hope this really is this simple, where you can just straight up say, here's my Steam account, merge it with my Xbox account, and now every game I buy on Xbox, I have on my computer, I have on my PC. I hope it has cross-cloud saves. I have a lot of Steam games, and I'll be honest, I don't have a lot of Xbox games. If something's coming up that does look good, I'll get Game Pass for like 1 month, beat it, and then unsubscribe again. It would be cool if my Xbox actually became an extra place to play a lot of my favorite Steam games. It would be cool to just play to my Steam Deck, pass it to the Xbox, and have an ability to not just constantly be playing it, but honestly have an extra way to play some of my favorite Steam games that's not just at my workspace. I think that would be incredibly cool. Now, I am seeing some people already memeing on this. Here's Destin Legary saying, PlayStation games coming soon to Xbox. I love that exclusivity is going away. This is a good thing. Now, if we could get Nintendo to fall in line, that'd be great. Seems like a good idea. It just isn't the Steam store on your Xbox, but to have them seamlessly work together, all your games in one place. I don't think this... okay, I'm going to spitball here. I think that very soon, not just the next Xbox that's rumored there's about to be another Xbox console coming out here in 2 or 3 years, maybe 4 years maximum. But the talk is the fact that they're very much rushing this next Xbox to essentially make it a micro PC, to make something that isn't subsidized. A system where you're basically paying the price of a low-end PC, but it does have good graphics, and it basically makes it where people aren't having to make stuff for 2 separate SKUs, the Series X and the Series S version, a more standardized version to play your Steam games, your Epic Game Store, your Battle.net, your everything, Game Pass and everything. But I do think that this is going to work on a Series X in limited capacity. I think that it is going to be a case-by-case basis where the people that make the games themselves opt in. Now, we have been seeing this on Steam already. Some stuff, I have read about this, but I'm not exactly sure. Sony, right here. It is possible for companies to say, no thanks, I don't want to be part of certain features. Like Sony has made it where they have opted out of streaming. A lot of times you can actually stream your Steam library, play particular games just via like Steam Cloud. Sony has said, no thanks. They have blocked that. In fact, some people are saying, okay, there is a chance that PlayStation blocks it. I don't know if they'd get any say in the matter, but I really don't know. No one understood this feature on Xbox app in effort to get players to connect their Steam account and centralize everything on the app and extract metrics. But PS5, these troll comments are so funny. Sorry, I doubt it. They'll somehow find a way to block it. PlayStation does not want to be on Xbox, and any store that Microsoft makes will be dead, period. Could be wrong, but I just don't see any proof that they'll let it slide. I just think that personally, this is an interesting move, but I would definitely think that it does seem like Valve and Xbox have been signing contracts. That Valve and Xbox are making some sort of handheld coming out this year that's basically just going to be a Steam box. It's going to be a new Steam Deck with a couple Xbox games on it. Whereas this just seems like, to me, an interesting experiment by the future of Xbox. This does feel like they're saying, okay, what if we did just make it a shrunk down Windows PC with the ability to play games, to port stuff, to have cloud saves, but it is primarily just a micro PC. I don't know. It sounds interesting. I am open-minded to it, but I'll admit that I would be deeply, deeply shocked if Sony allows any of their games to play on Xbox at all, period. I mean, zero. It would be a giant shock to me. If I'm wrong, I would be very pleasantly impressed that they managed to figure that deal out, but I just don't see it happening. But I guess we'll find out relatively soon. I did see this one last thing. This guy said, Xbox fans, integrating Steam into Xbox is awesome. Okay, well then don't buy an Xbox. Wait for the next Xbox. I think this could be a good move, but I just can't imagine it's going to lead to increased Xbox sales. But we'll see. Hi, hope you're having a great day, and please keep dreaming. Like this video, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.